Alright, this should be working then. We get a display capture. Perfect. And I will quickly open up chat on my mobile. My mobile telecommunications device. So I can actually talk to you silly, silly people. You wonderful, wonderful chaps. I should also tweet. Not that anyone follows it, but it's good to get into the habit. I'll do that quickly as well. So, welcome to the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker. This is a thing. Going to stream Dr. Dekker on twitch.tv/Inquisitor023. Tweet. I can pretend that I'm a member of some sort of community. And once this connects, I'll be able to see the chat, so anything that's happened after Vel trying to motivate me, I'm not going to have a clue. But yes, welcome to the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker. Anyone who's joining me from the Discord is going to know that I'm doing this because I have been watching Jesse Cox's playthrough, and I do like the concept of FMV detective stuff, so I thought, why not? This could be fun. So, but I'm going to be terrible at it, that's why I'm streaming, so you guys have a chance to interact with me and help. Let's see what's going on here. Apparently it doesn't reset. So, be a psychiatrist. Don't grill people about the murder. Try and help them. Ask them how they are. Find the root of the problem. If nothing else, it may uncover motives. Use keywords or full questions. Questions are generally better as you may find more responses. Dekker will look to see if they say anything about Dekker in general. Did you like Dekker? Did you kill him? Might reveal something else entirely. So it's a combination of keywords. So it might actually be best to maybe start out with general stuff. Be like Dekker, and then once you get ideas about Dekker, you can start to narrow things down. Be specific, no context. Why do you keep going? You should say, why do you keep going to the beach? Because they have no concept of context. Sure, why not? Answer questions. It's okay to answer it in case they'd want a response. Might break a story open. Sometimes patients contradict themselves, call them out with both at once. Associative leaps. You can draw conclusions based on, I get angry when I see red, my car is red. Does your car make you angry? Alright. So I can connect stuff. Play back previous responses. Make sure there's nothing you missed. Seems like a keyword you haven't used before. Try it, no matter how ridiculous it seems. You may become stuck when multiple keywords need to be guessed at once, so typing full questions works. Check your notes. Spend more time in the responses tab. Start responses can get into clues. 2 star responses must be followed up to progress. If all else fails, type hint. Patients start out red but turn yellow and reveal everything you need to move on to the next action. Keep questioning to find all responses to turn them green, but you don't have to, and the more you uncover, the more you risk using your own mind. So yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, this game seems absolutely fucking Cthulhu. I mean, just look at this, right? Look at this background. Ignore the fact that I'm only a rookie. This looks straight up like I'm tripping and in the middle of some sort of Cthulhu-esque nightmare, which means it's going to be an absolute joy to play. So, yeah, we're going to have some fun. Now, again, I have an idea of what's going on just because I've been watching Jesse Cox play it, so I'm up to a certain point, but, you know, I'm also an idiot, so we'll see how this goes. So, Doctor, we've been expecting you. New game.
The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker?
I can see people's dreams.
I've set up an experiment.
My dad is trying to hurt me.
Quantum suicide. You heard of it?
If I concentrate hard enough, and I know when the person's going to be asleep, I can have the dream with them.
Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood.
It feels like the paintings are watching me.
Sometimes, when I walk through a door, it takes me somewhere else. Literally, somewhere else.
God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman involved. What was once chaotic becomes more ordered.
Starts as a door-to-door saleswoman. Double glazing, probably.
Dr. Dekker, I think we both know what you dreamed about last night. I've
seen its silhouette changing through the window.
Because he thinks I'm evil. Because I can see things other people can't.
On the basis that the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time.
I did what you said, Doctor. They arrested me.
Which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause.
I thought you were supposed to fix me.
I'm telling you, it's eating people. And you're just laughing.
You're insane, Doctor.
Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job!
Well then.
Doctor, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind, let's not keep the pace. You're late. And after all those promises, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind.
When did I stumble into a BBC episode? Doctor, you're late.
Doctor, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind, let's not keep the patients waiting. And if you want anything, just... Oh, sorry, I forgot. I'm not going to be here. The police still have some questions they want to ask about, you know. And then after that, I'm dropping in to see Ben. He's still in shock, and I thought we'd show we cared. Do you still care? Don't you, Doctor? Good. Anyway, I hope you're all caught up on Dr. Dekker's tapes. I think Mariana is in first, but I'm sure they'll all become a blur by the end of the day. I'll see you later. Or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I'll leave it to you then.
Goodbye, darling. Meet Jaya, the Doctor Who companion. Doctor Who companion. Honestly, she does come across as more of a Doctor Who. Patient names have dots next to them. Red, keep talking. Amber, you're done. You can continue. Or green, you've asked everything. Going green is optional. So, welcome to Dr. Dekker. Starting out with Mariana, the woman that makes the entire internet collectively thirst. And frankly, I'm a little bit okay with it. So, hello, Mariana.
I'm Mariana. Are you feeling okay?
Oh, hang on. Switch over to the responses tab. I can never find the mouse. The mouse is so tiny, like the little icon. So let's check our notes. Verbal mirroring. A new study suggests using same terms as patients increases trust, and including yes or no when answering gives them clear direction. If they seem confused, I've probably asked something they have more than one answer to. And then the idea being I should follow it up and definitely follow it up. Question history and responses. So, the way this works, I think they've changed it with regards to green. The idea that it's more like you can go this far, it's not that it's inherently you're going crazy. Which is good, because I'd like to push the boundaries more than Jesse and Dodger have done. But yeah, just to explain, so this is our responses tab, and the little asterisks mean I need to follow up. I click,
I'm Mariana. Are you feeling okay?
and it'll replay the video. So, yes, I am okay.
That's what Dr. Dekker would say.
I mean, it's a pretty basic question and also statement. Of course he'd say that. Dr. Dekker.
Dr. Dekker was fine. He had good relationships with his patients, as far as I know. I'm not sure why anyone would want him dead.
I mean, it is a solid question. Did you have a good relationship with Dr. Dekker?
I've been a patient here for 3 months. Today is my patient birthday. Do I get a
Ermagerd.
cake or something?
No. No one gets cake. Would you like cake? What? Oh, the question doesn't really mean anything. God damn it! Here I was hoping I could be a snarky doctor. But yes, they're just gonna keep teleporting and lounging about my furniture. Let's try 3 months. Apparently, no idea. So yeah, basically the entire premise of this is I have to type questions to the patients to get information, because I'm for some reason both a therapist and an actual investigator. The idea being that I have to try and work out who has murdered Dr. Dekker. And yeah, so I have to use the typing engine to work my way through it. So
I've been a patient here for 3 months.
So odds are good.
Today is my patient birthday.
3 months is probably
Can I get a cake or something?
the asterisk here. Just phrasing it, because we've already gone 3 months. So let's try, how has the 3 months been? Nope. Is 3 months with an E?
I've been a patient.
No. Just, am I being that much of a pleb? Was that the problem? Well, okay, let's try something else. So, how are you feeling, Mariana?
I think you're supposed to tell me what's wrong with me. Isn't that how it works?
Don't tell me how to do my job.
The police keep picking me up for public nudity.
And that's where the thirst came from. It's delightful. Public nudity.
I black out. And then the next thing I remember, I'm naked on the beach. Like I've been washed up on shore. Nobody's pressed charges yet, but I can feel it. The police are getting suspicious.
Okay, and I've got something in my notes. Blackouts, do you remember anything during or sustain any injuries? So, thirst has no curfew. Seriously, what, Butler? Because keep in mind, I have a bit of a delay based on what you guys see everything on a bit of a delay, so I have no idea which bit you're referencing, unfortunately. Treat me like one of the patients I need context spoon-fed to me. What do you remember about the blackouts? That's a bit confusing, one at a time. Okay, let's try what do you remember? Sand on unfortunate places.
By black out, I mean I don't really remember anything from the time I black out.
Holy shit!
Lucky to be alive, I guess.
I completely ignored that because the actual Dr. Dekker, Twitter just liked and retweeted my tweet. That's pretty phenomenal, actually. That's weird. Alright, sure, why not? What were you saying, Mariana?
By black out, I mean I don't really remember anything from the time I black out. I'm lucky to be alive, I guess.
Okay, well, the note also suggested injuries, so are you ever injured? Injured? Injured. Yeah, when you black out.
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out. Dr. Dekker thought it was anxiety originally. Then he worked it out.
Why is it creepy, Will? Okay, well, I have these two are the big ones to follow up on, so let's double back here.
I black out. And then the next thing I remember, I'm naked on the beach.
Hey, the sun.
Like I've been washed up on shore. Nobody's pressed charges yet, but I can feel it. The police are getting suspicious.
Well, for me, with this, there's the big ones here probably going to be washed up on shore, because it's kind of specific. It's like a specific emotional thing, and maybe why are the police getting suspicious? So, washed up on shore.
When I wake up, my hair is dry, but it's pretty hot at the moment. I get baked quickly by the sun. It's possible I've been in the sea during my blackout.
Doesn't really answer my question, but okay, sure. And then, why are the police getting suspicious?
I think they think I'm a naturist or something. They picked me up 5 times in the last month.
Oh, hi, Steve. And yes, I am already infected by the madness of the Discord, Vel, so Can't be much worse. Desan, this is a full motion video game. We're here to find out who has murdered an individual. Thus far, we have Mariana, who's suffering from blackouts and doesn't remember what happens. And yeah, I mean, could be multiple personalities. Based on what I know, it's probably some Cthulhu fucking shit, because of course it is. Yeah, so thus far she's blacking out and waking up naked on the beach, and she keeps being arrested for nudity. And whoever, you know, yeah. So, we have... Why are the police getting suspicious? I missed that.
I think they think I'm a naturist or something. They picked me up 5 times in the last month.
So, the police probably think she's a naturist. She's been picked up 5 times. Go back to this.
I black out. And then the next thing I remember, I'm naked on the beach. Like I've been washed up on shore.
Stevie, you're so right.
Nobody's pressed charges yet.
Let's try the beach. On the beach, because that's a remarkably specific
I
thing.
work for myself. I make bracelets from things I find on the beach and sell them online. I spend a lot of time at the beach. It's just way more relaxing than anywhere else. You should come with me one day. I can show you all of the sights.
Am I being propositioned? I think I'm being propositioned. I'm not. I'm debating. Hang on. Nah, we'll not. Well, let's be professional. We're consummate professionals. Let's have a look at this with the injured.
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange, as I can hold my breath for a really long time.
Hold my breath.
But I'm not swimming before I black out. Dr. Dekker thought it was anxiety originally.
Anxiety.
Then he worked it out.
Oh, hang on. Worked it out. Worked it out.
He eventually decided it wasn't anxiety, but I'm not going to tell you his final diagnosis. We should have a fresh start. I don't want you influenced by the prognosis.
I mean, why won't you tell me that no, hang on. Gnosis.
I want to stop having the blackouts. I want to stop waking up at the beach. I want to remember those entire evenings.
Pretty.
You suggest anything that might help?
Have you tried not going to the beach? Nope, apparently that's the same thing. What do I have? Yeah. Could you record your blackouts? GoPro.
I
YouTube that
find
shit.
myself doing lots of things.
Oh my.
It's not so easy to do when you're blacked out.
I don't know. Sure there's a way. So yeah, I mean, my notes are suggesting not going to the beach or recording the visits. It's pretty much reasonable to me. The only main one to go through now is injured during blackouts, so let's see what was said.
I do suffer from blackouts.
Oh, I was
which
going to
is
talk about
strange.
hold my breath. Hold your breath.
I hold my breath when I'm swimming underwater. Most people do. Sometimes, if I'm really excited, I'll hold my breath accidentally, just for a few seconds. I don't know why.
It's probably pretty... Oh, achieve 20 questions. I feel like I'm doing better than Jesse did. Okay. So we've talked about a little bit about holding breath, and thank you for the offer at the very least, Stevie. I appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, Cthulhu necklace, dick jokes. Mariana is a gold
I
mine.
do suffer from blackouts, which is strange, as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out. Dr. Dekker thought it was anxiety originally.
Anxiety?
Then he worked it out.
What's anxiety?
Dr. Dekker thought I had generalized anxiety disorder. GAD? Because of the blackouts. He thought I was breathing badly. Do you think I'm breathing badly?
No, doesn't look like it. Then how would I know? Do you think you're breathing badly?
You can check my breathing if you want. Do you want me to lie down? Can you tell just by looking at me? I'm not worried about it, just if you are.
Can we check your breathing?
I'm not sure holding my breath too long is causing blackouts. I mean, it could, but
Don't get
I
too
don't
excited,
remember ever
Val.
having a blackout when I'm holding my breath.
Sorry, I was distracted by
I'm not
Cleavage
sure
joke.
holding my breath
Cleavage.
too long is causing blackouts. I mean, it could, but I don't remember ever having a blackout when I'm holding my breath.
Didn't she mention something about not remembering anything about the blackouts? You don't remember having a black from holding your breath? Nope. I might have when she said something about just not remembering in general. It feels like it's a bit of a cop-out to be like, I can remember just before I have a blackout. Because I feel like that would, you know, suggest something. Oh well.
I'm not sure holding my breath too long is causing blackouts. I mean, it could, but I don't remember ever having a blackout when.
I thought you don't remember your blackouts. No? You...
I'm not sure holding my breath too long is causing blackouts. I mean, it could, but I don't remember ever having a blackout when I'm holding my breath.
You don't remember... What have I asked? I keep losing this mouse. Don't remember having a... Okay, I was about to actually type that again, so... This is annoying me because I do feel like she said something, but... So... This is the statement we have to chase up on. Holding your... Let's try holding your breath too long. Nope. Just hold your breath too long. Nope, don't know. Oh! Oh, hang on, I realised what that option then meant. Hang on. Shit. Oh well. No response videos. There we go. That's what that meant. Continue. That explains a lot, actually. So.
I'm not sure holding my breath too long is causing blackouts.
And feel free to suggest things to ask in the chat.
But I don't remember ever having a blackout when I'm holding my breath.
See, what I'm kind of focusing in on with this one is not remembering holding the breath. And I'm just trying to think how to word it. Because a lot of the time it triggers, because it's based on keywords, into, you know, the other stuff. Let's see if I can remember how to host on Twitch. Thank you, Desan. Holding breath too long. Oh, hang on. What do you remember about your blackouts? Nope. What do you remember? Nope.
By blackout, I mean... I'm not sure.
This is starting to annoy me. Like the necklace. Okay, sure. Tell me about your necklace.
That's not really helping with my blackouts.
Damn it, Val! This is why I'm a doctor. I guess to be fair, for the first session we should probably hone in.
I'm not sure holding my breath too long is causing...
How long can... she does say how long can you hold your breath. Talked about that.
I'm not sure holding my breath too long is causing blackouts.
Hang on. What do you think causes the blackouts?
I normally black out when I'm dancing. I like dancing. Do you like dancing?
I like dancing, but I am terrible at it.
I don't have an answer for that.
You're not here to fix me! Yes, I do like dancing, but I'm not very good at it.
There's more than one
Jesus
question
Christ.
there. Break it down for me.
Alright, yes. Yes, I like dancing.
Cool. I dance to anything with a beat.
I'm glad we got this pivotal moment. So, dancing. So, last thing she really remembers usually is dancing. Like, you like dancing. Where do you dance?
I dance a lot at nightclubs. I know most of the nightclubs around here. My favorite is the Pearl because they sell cheap vodka shots all night.
Do you think cheap vodka shots are causing the blackouts? Because that would do it, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't drink.
You don't drink, but like the Pearl because of cheap vodka shots.
The Pearl is great because people are so relaxed. I think that's got a lot to do with the cheap vodka shots, or maybe it's just the black lighting. Who knows?
Lady, you're dumb. You're very, very dumb. But I can kind of see the point. If everyone else is drunk, that means everyone's just doing their thing, I guess. Tell me about the Pearl. We've already talked about that. Okay, well let's follow up on this.
I normally black out when I'm dancing. I like dancing.
Have you tried not dancing? Well, I imagine that club does look like a Jackson Pollock painting, but have you tried not dancing?
No, I don't know about that.
Do you want me to cure you, or what, lady? Come on. Do you think dancing could cause the blackouts?
You think my dancing causes my blackouts?
Maybe it's that
No,
bad.
I know it's the last thing I remember, but I don't think it's that. Sometimes I remember more, but I'm tired now. Is that it for today?
Welcome to the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker, the son. Everybody's a bit weird. And the question is, do we want to keep chasing up on it? There is some stuff, we've got some single star stuff. I kind of want to follow up on this, the why won't you tell me the diagnosis, because I want to know about it. Probably, like, if it was any other game, I probably would call roofies, but
I want to stop having the blackouts. I want to stop waking up at the beach. I want to remember those entire evenings. You suggest anything that might help?
can I suggest anything? Try getting good.
I don't know about that.
Off the cuff, not a psychiatrist, so I don't really know what to suggest, but honestly, based on what I have, ignoring the fact that it is obviously supernatural, I think it's probably either she goes in there and she basically dances till she blacks out. She's probably getting spiked or roofied. Let's try waking up on the beach. I think we've talked about it, but let's try it. Yeah. Honestly, I think I've got through the majority of it. There's just little bits that I could chase up on. The question is, do I want to try and pursue that low sanity ending? Because for those who again aren't aware of the game, the killer can be randomized among any of the suspects, and also on top of that, there's multiple endings based on kind of how much you pursue past what you need, and the more you learn about your patients, the more you kind of go insane. So obviously we're going for the full insanity one, full radicalism, but you know.
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out.
Let's try chasing up on
Dr. Dekker
swimming,
thought-
actually. Do you like swimming?
I'm a great swimmer. I won all these medals in school. I can hold my breath a really long time. Too long. Really.
Hold your breath too long? It's a remarkably specific thing, but sure. Let's double back.
I've been a patient here for 3 months. Today is my patient birthday.
Oh, hang on, let's be nice. Happy patient birthday.
I don't know.
No, because it's dumb and made up. Feel bad. Huh. 3 months. Do I have anything I could pull or no?
I've been a patient here for 3 months.
What is being a patient? Nope. Person.
I don't know.
Have you been just blacking out in here? Honestly, yeah. I mean, in the interest of time, really. I don't think there's anything else I really want to chase up on. I think of since I got the Actually, it didn't. But I wonder, what can we suggest? I suggest not going to the beach. Okay. I suggest you. Yeah, I don't know. I really can't think what to suggest. Let's just move on to another patient. So, what do we want to see, chat? We have Bryce, Claire, Eileen, and Nathan. Let's see. If I remember, Claire is obnoxiously peppy. Let's just work down the list. Let's go to Bryce. Hello, Bryce. Hey, boy.
I'm Bryce Hemmings. You must be the new doctor. Did you know Dr. Dekker?
I didn't. No, I didn't. Don't record this. That's my job. I did not record. I did not know Dr. Dekker.
He was an antagonistic psycho. I hope you're not from the same school of thought.
Let's switch to our responses. And I gonna stick psycho?
I didn't really like Dr. Dekker, and for quite a few reasons, actually. I'd rather talk about my own problems for now, though, if you don't mind.
A reasonably fair request. What are your problems, then?
Originally, I was suffering with depression. Work was piling up, I kept missing deadlines. I wasn't used to all the failure. I got depressed.
Okay. He mentions originally depression?
Slow down, Doctor. You don't have to ask me all the questions at once. Try one at a time.
That was literally 2 words, you pandering prick. Originally.
Apparently, I've gone a little mad. For me, I have 25-hour days.
25-hour days.
At midnight each day, time as you know it freezes. In my world, it just slows down to almost a stop. But I don't. I'm free to wander around and do as I please. An hour later, normal reality continues. It's my very own midnight hour.
Aha. That's a thing. I can't think how to justify that without, going into the realm of weirdness and shenanigans. Not really. Getting an extra hour is a thing, I guess. You could just be really bad at keeping time. What do you do during the midnight hour?
I'm not sure what you're asking me. Can you be more specific?
Let's go back and check.
At midnight each day, time as you know it freezes. In my world, it just slows down to almost a stop. But I don't. I'm free to wander around and do as I please. An hour later, normal reality continues.
So,
It's my very own midnight hour.
I imagine some of you would have noticed this, but when he said it the first time it was almost to a stop, he himself kind of slowed down, like a stutter effect, and doesn't do it in the replay. Which, because of the fact that I know in game, I as the Doctor am recording these, so you just slowed down.
That's meaningless to me.
What was that?
I can't help you there.
Okay. I guess I can't really chase up on that, which would be kind of cool. So, tell me about the midnight hour.
It's a bizarre thing to know you have an extra hour every day. I rarely ever sleep until after midnight now, so I can appreciate the extra time. I get a lot of work done in that time. I'm completely caught up. But depression is no longer an issue. 25 hours is a blessing for me.
You need to fix your shirt,
But
buddy.
apparently, it's not real, and I'm insane for thinking it is. What do you think, Doctor?
No, I don't think it is real.
I thought it would be too early to make a diagnosis, but it's good you're having a go anyway.
I mean, you're the one who asked. You did ask.
I don't have anything for you.
Don't be a dick, Bruce. Yeah, he's... You know what I'm starting to think? I'm remembering this specifically from Futurama. Remember the episode where everyone got the tax rebate and got $300 and Fry decides the best thing to do is to get 100 cups of coffee? When he drinks the 100 cup, everything slows down to a halt and he runs around, saves everyone from a burning building. Do you think that's it? Like, if he's up till midnight every day, he's clearly he's maybe having caffeine to get there, and he's just reached this zen period of, caffeine to blood ratio to the point of just he goes full Speedy Gonzales. That's what I choose to believe. Do you drink much caffeine?
I don't know.
Well then. Okay, 25-hour days.
At midnight each day, time as you know it freezes. In my world, it just slows down to almost a stop. But I don't. I'm free to wander around and do as I please. An hour later, normal.
Let's
reality.
try do as you please. Do as you please.
In the extra hour, I mainly catch up with work. It's a godsend. Sometimes I play chess against myself. It relaxes and strengthens the mind all at once.
Do you like chess?
I like chess. I still play sometimes when I can find an opponent. There's nothing more satisfying.
It's a good call, son.
Planning scores of moves in advance and then watching things unfold as you saw them. I shouldn't have told anyone about the Queen.
The Queen? Are you planning treason? I'll get back to the Sans suggestion because it's good. Let's chase up on what his work is, but the Queen?
I stumbled across a relic myself. An ancient chess piece. The Queen, I believe. The best chess piece. The most freedom of movement. But they took it away immediately and proclaimed the whole east side of Henley Church a protected site of archaeological importance, which means we're not allowed to use it until the archaeologists have finished. I wish I hadn't told anyone.
What is your work?
I'm a grave digger, Doctor, and people are dying quicker than we can bury them.
He also mentioned Henley Church, which I assume is where he works, but Henley Church?
I have no knowledge of that.
Did I spell it wrong?
I stumbled across a relic myself. An ancient chess piece. The Queen, I believe. The best chess piece. The most freedom of movement. but they took it away immediately and
No, I
proclaimed the
spelled it
whole
right.
east side.
What is Henley Church?
That doesn't mean anything to me.
You said it, dipshit! The stream's jittering. I can't actually check my hang on, can I actually check my dashboard? I will lose the chat a minute. I just want that hold. No, I can't. That's annoying. Won't actually let me see my stream health on the phone app. This is why I need a second monitor. Something to work towards, I guess. Apologies, you're gonna get to see the dashboard for a sec. Not that it's much of a problem to you, but just yeah, there was a drop there. Apologies for that. Yeah, I've dropped it like a few frames. There was a tank, as you can see, with the frame the bit rate. Should be back now. Apologies. If it keeps up, let me know. Okay. So let's follow up with this.
Originally, I was suffering with depression. Work was piling up. I kept missing deadlines. I wasn't used to all the failure. I got depressed.
Sorry, Archon. Well, he mentions depression. Have we asked about that specifically? So, depression.
You'd think being a gravedigger had its perks, but it can be very stressful. There's a trend going towards burial rather than cremation again, and as well as running out of space, we're running out of competent gravediggers. At least ones that can use a shovel, that is. I'm not feeling anywhere near as depressed as I used to, though. Not since I got the extra hour.
Is deadlines a pun? Do you reckon that's what he'll do if I ask about deadlines and failure? Nope. So he talked about that when I said about originally. So let's just pursue the depression angle here. He mentioned there was something in my head I wanted to ask.
You'd think being a
Oh, hang on, yeah. So what perks are there?
Is that something I should know about?
Given you mentioned it, yes, you should. What perks does being a grave digger have? What is your work? See, I feel like it's picking gravedigger as the keyword there, and it's not registering the rest of the sentence
You'd
as
think
much.
being a gravedigger had its perks, but it can be...
How is it stressful? How is it stressful? We've talked about that with depression. The reason we're following depression is because it has 2 asterisks, you snarky little shit. Apologies, no, we're talking about, yeah, so, yeah, we need to follow up on anything that has 2 asterisks up until the point that'll let us advance. So there's information we need to gather from the depression.
You'd think
Just
being
like
a
real life.
gravedigger had its perks, but it can be very stressful. There's a trend going towards burial rather than cremation again, and as well as running out of space, we're running out of competent gravediggers.
Competent gravediggers?
Sorry, I don't know anything about that.
Yuck, 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 yuck. Running out of space.
No, sorry.
God, I want to beat him with a shovel, never mind anything else. Shovels?
Henley Church,
Oh,
where I work,
that worked.
is located on an old Norman motte and bailey. You can't use mechanical diggers or excavators there in case you destroy a relic.
Well, I got rid of the second star. Well, he mentioned that. He mentioned that he's less depressed because he got the extra R, so he was able to do the work he was missing out on, which caused him to feel like a failure, which caused him to be depressed. So we have an idea of that. Actually, we'll try this. Did Dr. Dekker give you anything for the depression? No, apparently that's already been discussed. What did Dr. Dekker suggest?
I can't help you there.
Okay.
Henley Church, where I work, is located on an old Norman motte and bailey.
I thought you knew nothing about Henley Church. Henley Church.
Henley Church is relatively small.
Now that's working.
Well, for the number of bodies they expect us to pack into the ground, it's relatively small. The whole building was once owned by Scientologists. They handed it back
Oh,
to the community
fuck.
as a tax break, I believe. Or they'd finished doing whatever it was they wanted to do with it.
What did they do with it?
I have no knowledge of that.
What did the Scientologists do with the building? No. With the building?
I'm not sure I believe in any
I'm
religion
not sure that's
anymore.
what I asked.
I used to believe in God. Not anymore. There are too many religions to pick from, don't you think?
Huh. No, I don't think there is too many religions.
Then we disagree. Have you watched Zeitgeist, Doctor? Some of it is believable, and the part about most religions stemming from the same basic facts. It's more likely
Hey,
that they all
Sadrax.
got it wrong than one of them has it right, in my opinion.
Oh, there we go, we're done with Bryce. Is there anything in here we really want to chase up on? One of the Swan Stars? I mean, hang on.
I didn't really like Doctor.
Why didn't you like Doctor? Why didn't you like Doctor?
Dr. Dekker would say one thing and do another. He would push me to do things I didn't want to do. He was getting worse towards the end. I'm surprised he didn't kill himself.
Worse?
Is that something I should know about?
Yeah. It happens every once in a while. There's only so much I can do about it. It's tanking and coming back. It's getting a little bit more consistent. I believe in Satan.
No.
No.
Sorry.
Let's try. I'm a Satanist.
That doesn't mean anything.
Praise Cthulhu.
That's meaningless to me.
Nope, never mind. Has it still not come back? Okay. Well, well, we got out of it we got information regarding Dekker himself, which is nice. All right, we'll try praise the sun.
I don't have anything for you.
Then you must die. Yeah.
Dr. Dekker would say one thing and do another.
What did he push you to do?
I know you're asking questions to try and get a bearing, but I'd rather not talk about that now. Let's just enjoy the getting to know you phase before the ugliness kicks in.
Okay. That might be a good idea. Thanks, Val.
I know you're asking questions to try and...
Alright. I don't think I'm going to get anything more out of him when it comes to Dr. Dekker, and I'm not sure how much I can push him to resolve this 25-hour day thing. I've already told him I don't believe in it. He hasn't given me much information to act on. So, I'm happy to call it there for the time being. And we'll go to Vel's favourite. We'll go and talk to Claire. Hello, Claire. Oh, never mind. Hang on. There we go. Hello, Claire.
My name is Claire Castleford, and as I'm paying a small fortune for these sessions, I'd expect you to be up to speed, Doctor.
Okay. Bring me up to speed.
Well, according to your predecessor, I'm a delusional psychotic with obsessive tendencies. Oh, and a history of violence. Sounds so cold when you put it like that, though, doesn't it?
Alright. Work cut out for us. History of violence?
To be fair, there was only one violent outburst that hardly qualifies as a history of violence. And he provoked me.
Who provoked you?
It was a brief moment of temporary insanity. Or temporary clarity, I'm not really sure which. David had been having an affair with his assistant optician, Iris. How predictable.
The name?
Not just the affair, but an
Yeah.
optician named Iris.
Her parents had a very, very clear life path picked for her. Okay, so we have history of violence, obsessive tendencies.
I don't have anything to say about it.
I'm probably spelling tendencies wrong, which doesn't help. Obsessive tendencies? That doesn't look right.
I don't know anything about.
Well, you fucking brought it up!
Well, according to your predecessor, I'm a delusional psychotic with obsessive tendencies.
Delusion? Oh, Jesus Christ. Back away, please. Back away. Go away. Thank you.
Delusions. As in seeing things that are not there. I'm not going to be any more specific. It's not true in any case. I'm not delusional.
Why won't you be more specific?
I don't know. Sorry.
You guys can't see it, but I'm flipping her off. Yeah, no, don't worry. I know. It's not, doesn't seem to be triggering. Let's try obsessive on its own.
If I knew anything about that, I'd tell you.
Wait, I'm spelling obsessive wrong? That's what the problem is.
No, that doesn't mean
Okay, I'm apparently not either. So I guess I just can't really push that one. Small fortune?
Being rich has its perks, but honestly, I would give it all up in a heartbeat if it could free me from this madness.
Century. Madness?
I'm in a bit of a predicament, Doctor. I'll get to that.
If you want something, you need to tell me. Okay. Now that freed up Hello Claire. I've got history of violence and bring me up to speed.
Well, according...
Oh, hang on, let's actually ask about my predecessor. My predecessor.
I don't have time.
Dr. Dekker?
The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's death is that he didn't bring it upon himself. But then I hadn't known him for a very long time. Perhaps I was wrong about him. Well, the fact that he drank so much is a good indicator of his mental state.
Alright, that's good to know. How long did you know?
Sorry. I don't know.
When... Okay, hang on. Let's try this. When... I hate the fact she does that. Every time I look up, she seems to be just sitting in my face. Okay. Dr. Dekker. Oh, hang on, let's try it. Was Dr. Dekker. Was Dr. Dekker an alcoholic? Haven't we talked about that? Well, no, you referenced it, and I want to pursue it.
The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's...
Hang on. He didn't bring it upon himself.
I'm going to have to plead ignorance.
Dr. Dekker didn't bring his death on himself. Oh boy. Okay.
The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's death is that he didn't bring it upon himself. But then I hadn't known him for a very long time. Perhaps I was wrong about him. Well, the fact that he drank so much is a good indicator.
Drank so much?
I thought it was common knowledge that he drank. You could smell it on his breath when you got close to him. He kept a bottle in his drawer. Such a cliché.
Such a cliché. Well, that cleared up the second star. History of violence. Tell me about the outburst.
I stabbed him with a steak knife. Shocking, isn't it?
Never mind. Okay. Stabbed her husband with a steak knife. You stabbed your husband with a steak knife.
I'm obsessed with my husband. It's absurd, really.
In what way are you obsessed? No, we haven't talked about that. You've just said you're obsessed with him. I want to know in what way.
I'm obsessed with my husband.
How is it absurd?
Because he is here. And he shouldn't be.
Why shouldn't he be here?
He's lucky to be alive. He almost died.
Almost died?
My husband is not a well man. We've been having problems for a while now.
Was one of those problems the fact you fucking stabbed him with a steak knife?
I should have divorced him.
I mean, that probably would have been a more
I
rational
wish I
response.
had. So much could have been avoided.
Like stabbing him with a steak knife.
My husband is not a well man.
Oh, hang on. How is your husband not well? Is the stab wound bothering him?
His health, if you can call it that, has been deteriorating rapidly in the last few weeks. I can't cope with caring for him anymore.
Have you considered hiring a carer for your husband?
David's not ready for company. I hope to take you to see him one day and you'll see for yourself.
Okay.
His health, if you can call it that, has been deteriorating rapidly in the last few weeks. I can't cope with caring for him anymore.
Why can't you cope with caring for him?
David has trouble looking after himself.
Stab wounds do that.
Sometimes I'll leave the lake house and he's just sitting in the rocking chair on the porch. And when I return the next evening, he's still there, just staring into the stars. He needs help, I know, but I can't hire anybody to care for him.
So, I'm putting her down as just like PTSD. Like, if I was to be doing this as a actual therapist without Cthulhu shenanigans, this woman is absolutely suffering from some sort of like post-traumatic stress, and like she's just maybe racked with guilt, and she pictures her husband after stabbing him in the fucking chest.
His health, if you can call it that, has been deteriorating rapidly in the last few weeks. I can't cope with care.
How is his health deteriorating?
Since our altercation, he's become less and less active. His mind's become less and less active too. Such a delightful conversationalist at one time, now more of an enigmatic husk. Keep up, Doctor. David is my husband.
It's not what I asked. Is your husband alive? Apparently. Okay.
David has trouble looking after himself. Sometimes I'll leave the lake house and he's just sitting in the rocking chair on the porch. And when I return the next evening, he's still there, just staring into the stars. He needs help, I know, but I can't hire anybody to care for him.
If he needs help, why do you leave the lake house?
I think we'd get along a lot better if you stuck to asking me one question at a time.
Alright, we'll start with the lake house.
David's staying at the lake house. It belonged to my parents, but I don't use it much anymore. I have the main house to myself.
If you are caring for David, why is he not in the main house? It's not answering the question. Why doesn't David live with you? We haven't asked this.
Since our
Less active? Okay.
Since our altercation, he's become less and less active. His mind's become less and less active too. Such a delightful conversationalist at one time, now more of an enigmatic husk.
Enigmatic husk? Okay. So we've asked about... Do I have any notes? No. Okay. Less active. What has happened to his mind?
Sorry, Doctor, I can't answer.
Okay.
Since our altercation, he's become less and less active. His mind's become less and less active too. Such a delightful conversationalist at one time. Now more of an...
Conversationalist?
I don't know anything about that.
I'm actually not sure what I'm meant to be asking here. I've kind of touched on what feels like all of the keynotes, which is like him less active, his mind's less active, describing him as an enigmatic husk, and him being a good conversationalist. How is he less active? No. It all just keeps coming back to the concept of him having a carer, which is kind of not really the answer.
Since our altercation...
Let's try altercation, even though I know it's the stabbing.
I tried to hurt David once.
Oh, great. That's what it was.
That's why I'm here, isn't it? I'm not proud of my behaviour, but I was very angry. It was a private matter, though. The police should never have been involved. The police seem to think I'm dangerous.
You did stab
I'm only
him.
sitting here talking to you because I have a lot of money. Otherwise, there's no doubt I'd be thrown into prison for a very long time. That's why I need your help, Doctor.
You need my help?
I need you to believe me. That's why I'm paying for these sessions. Everyone else thinks I'm crazy and dangerous. Everyone else thinks I've lost my mind.
Well, believe you about what?
They think I'm seeing things, making things up. I don't want to talk about it.
Isn't talking about it the point of the session?
Sorry. I don't know.
I can't help you if you don't talk about what you see. I can't help you if you don't talk to me. Nope. Okay. Well, altercation's the big thing, so... Do you get angry often?
I never used to get angry. Ever. If you're angry, you're not in control. Isn't that right? And it would be very bad for me to lose control.
Why would it be bad for you to lose control?
Let's save that for another time, shall we?
No.
I'm rich, but I'm not made of money. And I'm fairly sure my time is up.
We can extend the session.
I don't have an answer to that.
I mean, it wasn't a question. Okay, fine. Is there anything else I really want to pursue here with her? Believe you about what? She won't tell me.
Keep up, Doctor. David is my husband.
Tell me about David. Nope. Okay. Well, I've no idea what I meant to get that out of that 1 star.
The police seem to think I'm dangerous.
Why do the police think you're dangerous? Other than the fact you stabbed someone with a knife.
I assume they think I'm dangerous because I stabbed my husband.
Yeah, good. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Keep up, Doctor. David is my husband.
Your husband? Nope. Ah, itchy palm.
They think I'm seeing things.
What are you seeing?
If I knew anything about that, I'd tell you.
Okay. You're already annoying the shit out of me.
David's staying at the lake house. It belonged to my parents.
Your parents?
I'm an only child and my parents are both dead. Naturally, I inherited everything.
Sure.
The most shocking thing...
I'm not sure there's anything else really to get from her. That and she's annoying me, but... Okay, we'll move on to Eileen. Eileen. The peppiest motherfucker on the planet. Alright. Hello, Helen.
Hello, Doctor. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. Helen?
I'm Elin. I'm 25 and I'm a nurse. God, I sound like I'm on one of those dating shows.
Dating shows?
I'm not really looking for love at the moment. I'm sort of married to my work, but in a good way.
So how are we all in the chat? It's all gone quiet. Things haven't broken again, have they? Oh! Jesus. There's been a lot of messages. That haven't come through. That's on my phone. That's really weird. Last thing I got was correcting me about tendencies. Huh. That's really annoying, actually. Why is my phone not updating? You guys get to see chat for a minute. 1 sec. Just do me a favour and say a thing. Boop boop. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. I'm gonna have to hope the chat's behaving, because that's weird. Apologies for missing all the comments there. I wasn't ignoring anyone, just nothing came through. Okay. What is this flashing about? Can you let Ellen know that Terry called? Okay. Terry called for you.
Terry's one of the other nurses at the home. I don't think she likes me very much.
Why doesn't she like you? Well, why do you think she doesn't like you?
I don't know. Sorry.
I guess maybe there's no context for that one. Why do you think Terry doesn't like you? Oh. Okay. Tell me about Terry. Nurse?
I work in a nursing home for the elderly. I basically do end-of-life care.
End-of-life care?
The usual things. Making sure the patients are comfortable, making sure they're not in any pain, and I talk to them. I keep them company. Some of them get pretty frightened about what's coming. Well, those of them that aren't out of it on meds. I comfort them.
Okay, sure. You comfort them?
Death is frightening, isn't it?
Jesus.
Isn't it what everyone's
Slow
afraid
zoom.
of? The great unknown. No one should have to face that alone.
Are you scared of death?
No, death doesn't scare me. It's probably because I've been around it so much, but I haven't seen anything that's made me feel like it's something to fear. I don't think death is an end. I think it's a doorway to another place. I'm just not sure where. Where do you think we go when we die, Doctor?
I hope we go to Valhalla. Shiny and chrome.
I don't really know what that is. Something to do with Vikings, isn't it?
Yes. Valhalla is the Viking afterlife.
When someone says afterlife, it just makes me think of wispy figures floating around in a white haze, like you get in those New Age posters. I don't really go for that.
What do you go for?
I haven't really got anything to say about that. Maybe we should talk about you.
What do you want to know about me?
I'm really bad at this, aren't I? Ask me something else.
God, I hate these patients. I hate these patients. Sweet mother of mercy.
I don't really know what that is.
Vikings?
I feel really bad.
Okay, tell me about animals.
I love animals, especially cats. I think everyone is either a cat person or a dog person. What are you, Doctor?
I'm a dog person. But I like cats too.
Yes, I can talk about all of that. What do you want to talk about first?
Okay. I am a dog person.
Dr. Dekker was a dog person. Maybe it's a therapist thing.
Dekker's a dog person.
I've known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant idiots who think nurses are just there to do their bidding, or worse. Dr. Dekker was different. He had a lot of time for me. He was interested in my problems.
Or worse.
I don't know any.
Don't know what I expected. What? Oh, hang on. Oops. What is your problem?
I started seeing Dr. Dekker a few months ago. I thought it would be nice to have someone I could talk to about work. It can get a bit stressful sometimes.
In what way was it stressful?
It can be sad sometimes.
I mean,
I
other
don't
than
like losing a patient,
end of life care, really.
but that's the job. I don't get stressed about it or anything.
I'm gonna go to a quick break because I have to be back in a sec, so 1 second.